You know what? H2O is very similar, honestly, to Zapnu, to Mr. B. You know?
Why?
Like, they entered the scene like prodigies. You have to acknowledge that. They entered the scene like prodigies. Like, they have this impression that it's very hard to beat these players individually. That whenever they are playing, they always snowball, they always stand up. They're expected to carry their team. But here's one thing. They have no championship. Like, they have no MPL championship on their belt. That is the running game about H2O here. So I'm actually very curious about this guy, about how much fire does he have until the next MPL arrives, right? Especially with organizations underdog, he's still struggling to get back into the MPL.
Is it because of the pressure? Because when people think highly of you, at times you would think that it could be the pressure of coming out from these people, like, oh, he's H2O, he's 100% gonna get a championship, and those things stack up. Those things get into your head. If it's something that's going to happen or going to be talked about nationwide.
Yeah, we have one viewer here actually mentioning that they are Carmelo Anthony.
What?
Carmelo Anthony of Mobile Legends. I don't know. I mean,
I know Carmelo Anthony for sure.
I actually don't know Carmelo Anthony. I know Lionel Messi. Compared to Carmelo Anthony.
Someone said that they're okay. Carmelo Anthony hasn't won a championship, I think.
Okay. Okay. Also a prodigy. Like so he's like Uzi. It's like Uzi of RNG.
He hasn't won a championship. I don't think Carmelo Anthony has won a championship in his career. I mean, he had a lot of hype. I kind of get why that viewer said that.
Alright, anyway guys, this is it. The final game of our final series, fought between Nexplay Predator Solid versus Sinag Pilipinas. By the way, final game of our final series, yes, this is game 3. Game number 3. Game 1, I think we have some new viewers here coming in from the Alpha Universe. on the battle between Dogs and 2 Stacks, ladies and gentlemen. And here we go. I just want to give a refresh of what happened for the game 1 of this series. Game 1 was won by Sinag Pilipinas. Game 2 was won by Nexplay Predator Solid. No, Sinag Pilipinas won using a Kimi composition. The Kimi got banned for game number 2, and now it is banned as well on game number 3. Again, Sinag Pilipinas has been utilizing this Natalia a lot, and they plan on doing so. But this time, in game 2, they were denied of the Grak, right? They were denied of the Grak. They have the Grak priority on this one, and this time they've been hovering over the Harit rather. They've also banned that one. Now Sinag Pilipinas will be playing it.
Sinag Pilipinas, they really like the Harit, and they just go straight for the Natalia. Kimi was really strong for the side of Sinag, so NXP just denies that. I mean, okay. Both of their chess pieces, both of their key heroes were banned out. Kimi was banned out on the side of Sinag. Kaja was banned out for the side of NXP.
Yeah.
So this is the real game changer. This is a real game changer if you're on the side of both teams, because how they play these heroes and how flexible these heroes are for them, it shakes up every single playbook that they have. And sometimes Kimi is how do I say this? Kimi is one of those heroes that one team really needs to know how to play. Yes. And they have multiple strategies on how to play it.
Yes. By the way, I would like... Yep.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'm actually I'm sorry to interject. I actually just want to remind all our viewers, they might be surprised when we are speaking in English. By the way, what you are watching is the Realme Gaming League. This is a Southeast Asian tournament. So the scope goes beyond the borders of the Philippines. That's why we're speaking in English, because we still have some viewers also watching that does not understand the Tagalog language. So I know majority of viewers still watching. I know majority are still watching from the Philippines and may have preferred the Tagalog language, but the Filipinos are very capable of understanding English, right? The Filipinos are very capable of understanding English, so let's give some leeway and of course consider understanding why we are using the English mode for this shoutcast again, for the benefit of other viewers, coming in from other countries.
Yeah.
So there's
Give yourself some credit, guys. You guys know that you understand English really well, because I don't know. It's a Filipino thing. It's a Filipino thing.
Yeah, we're gonna do our best. We're gonna do our best, ladies and gentlemen. Well, all I ask is that you watch closely and listen closely, because this is gonna be a very heated fight. Nexplay came in from a win. We did mention that Sinag Pilipinas is the underdog for this series. They took game 1, much to our surprise, in a very convincing fashion. They lost game number 2, re-establishing Nexplay Predator solid. We have a game number 3. This is it. The moment to prove yourself if you are coming in from Sinag Pilipinas, if you really deserve to be a team with the same caliber as Nexplay Predator Solid, or you are Nexplay Predator Solid who wants to send a message that we are the stronger team. Period. All right.
And yeah, looking at the lineup here, both teams are really strong, and we have to check out how we are going to set up this game. H2O and the others ready to take this series. Sinag Pilipinas, being the underdogs that they are, they're ready to prove that they can beat a team with a caliber such as Nexplay Predator Solid. Let's head into the game.
Let's head into the game, guys. Yep. All right. So again, just to get a quick review or a quick preview of what will be the final heroes from both sides of this team, it will be of Cronus on this Harry. Meanwhile, onto the other side, it would be of the Claude on H2O. Oh my God, stream hero. I mean, people love seeing H2O play Claude, right?
Yeah. You don't really give out Claude this easy for the other team.
Yeah.
Like this is one of the funnel carries that if he has a smooth sailing 1 to 5 minute phase, or from minute 1 to minute 5, you just win.
Yeah. Alright.
That's how brain dead a Claude is at times.
That's a big word, That's a big word.
I'm not saying that it's an easy hero to use.
Okay.
But
yeah.
If you think about it,
there's a
recipe. If you follow that recipe, it becomes braided, and you just win from that.
Yeah. but you know, there's still some heavy technicalities in playing Claude, especially for beginners. Like you need to get the proper timers on your Art of Thievery, right? On your Art of Thievery, and when you get the main stacks, you need to properly predict when to go in with your BMI and of course Blazing Duet combo.
I mean, at this stage, at this level of play, everyone gets that. So you really have to expect. But look at this Kronos. They're really playing with Yawi here, and then we're even going for the wraparound, but he didn't even get the knock-up as well. And onto the top lane, H2O as being the best. I don't know. It's probably one of the best players in the Philippines right now.
Yeah, Doggy's claiming it, and I observing H2O. I think that's a well-informed claim by Doggy. But look at that, still no first blood for this running game, ladies and gentlemen. That's gonna be the kite coming in from H2O, and also Chester Denver would have to flicker out of that. And meanwhile, you got Tiki as well on that Natalia hovering around the brush. H2O tries to BMI in, maybe get the kite back, punishing Yukio Kazuki, and of course Yawi taking up some third hit. Still no casualty for this game, still no first blood.
Okay, so right now they're just gonna push out the lane. They need that extra control on the blue side here of Sinag Pilipinas. And Kronos and the others, they're just answering. They want the extra control for the violet buff or purple buff side of Nexplay Predator Solid as well. So both teams here, they really put a lot of emphasis in the purple buff rather.
Yeah.
Purple buff, just because Harriet is reliant. And Claude is much better with the purple buff.
Yes. So it's like when you deny something against the enemy team and you're able to put it on your own funnel, you further take the lead, right? You make the lead fatter in terms of the when you try to consider the gap between the two teams, and when you're trying to really establish your main funnel against the enemy funnel. That's the first blood though. That is a clear misposition there by Tiki. We will have a pause to be called here by the members of Sinag Pilipinas. You know, it's very interesting that for the most part our series and our games has been marred by pause as well. I do hope things are okay from the side of our players, especially when it comes to their net speed, right?
So, Renegade and the others, they're doing a great job just controlling the fights. I'm actually surprised that Sinag Pilipinas isn't punishing this very greedy lineup coming up from Nexplay Predator Solid. Because if you think about it, they have no frontliners, they have no tanks. The only tank that they have is Yawi and probably MB. And you wouldn't really see MB participating in the fights as long as he has his turret up onto the bottom or the top lane.
Yeah.
Chester is a bit of control, but you couldn't really control you won't really control a Grok even if you wanted to.
When you're pertaining to Chester's pushback, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
control. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, by the way, let me just ask you, bro, because we have some net issues coming in from our players. What about on your side? It looks like there's a storm on your side there. Is your antenna working? Your antenna working?
This is Paris. This is Eiffel Tower.
Oh, that's I thought you're in
my
Tomas
Wi-Fi,
Morato.
my Wi-Fi is over there.
That's Paris. I thought it's Tomas Morato. That's the ABS-CBN.
The tower.
Alright, we are back into the game, guys. Members of Nexplay Predator already started this turtle without any contention from Sinag Pilipinas. Is that fatigue that we are seeing from Sinag Pilipinas? This is the first time that an early turtle was not contested by this budding team.
H2 and the others having the comfort of a Claude on his hands, and it's a really strong hero. It just carries the team without question.
Yeah.
And look at this with this start H2O, and this is it.
Things are looking out of and that's the problem there. Chester is giving a lot of space for H2O here. He did BMI out, keeping his distance still. Some respect for Denver. They have no idea where Tiki might be. But right now, you can feel the pressure here from the side of Sinag Pilipinas. But maybe not. Maybe I'm mistaken. That's a very well thought out pick by Denver against the Valley. And I think Chester overstayed his welcome there, underestimating the initiate capacity of Tiki and Denver.
You know what? Seeing how H2 is playing this hero, you would really see the amount of communication that this team is putting on for him. Like, he has always a sense of when the jungle monsters are up. He knows when the crab coin is up. So he always goes there. And look at this. He's gonna go up top. He's probably gonna take this first so that his stacks won't go down. And he's gonna take that next crab coin. That is a lot of communication that's happening on their side. And this is what sets the men from the boys. And the men here are going to be Nexplay Predator, and they're gonna push this in. Cora here getting stuck. And look at that H2O taking a bit of damage from the turret, and they will get this this purple buff. And wow,
hold that thought.
Control.
Here onto the side of the purple buff, ladies and gentlemen, forces the wild charge away from Korai. MB here initiates with the last insanity under the turret. He does know he can keep some good distance. Denver trying to also do it up against the members of NXP. It doesn't matter. Korai to the front line. Kronos has to kite back, activates his ultimate. Tiki into the back line as well. Will try to assassinate anyone? No. Silence is going casted here from the Natalia. Yes, I agree with you, by the way, Butters, when you mentioned that this is what separates the boys from the men. If you've observed and if you've watched Doggy's YouTube channel, you'll be seeing how manly this Nexplay Predator players is, especially with the matchmaking that Doggy is giving to them with Andrea Angeles, with Kim Solis.
Very manly.
The boys are becoming men. The boys are becoming men.
Yes. Boys to men. Boys to men.
Boys to men.
And they have pure control on the map, just like with the girls. Doggy being the coach of everything, a life coach. And look at this, Yukio Kazuki going in. It doesn't have enough items though. He's just gonna go down. Kiki can't really do anything. Then we're kicking the hell out of Yaoi. Get away from me. and that is going to be the end of that skirmish.
Now, you may see, guys, that the team fight here of Sinag Pilipinas is all over the place, but it's not like that. It is, yes, it is indeed all over the place. But what is the mistake by Sinag Pilipinas is they are now losing track of their firepower. Compared to the firepower, that Nexplay Predator can burst against them. They're trying to penetrate on different points against the formation of Nexplay Predator. It doesn't matter. H2O into the front line. Crazy guy that is. He doesn't care. He was able to greet the show using the Blazing Duet, and just like that, no answer from the other members of Sinag Pilipinas.
They're knocking onto the doors here for Sinag Pilipinas. Tiki will be the target here. He gets bit by the Chichu Dog, and the Chichu Dog is a bit tame. He didn't get the kill. He didn't get the kill.
Indeed. We have to be careful, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see here. Members of Nexplay Predator already controlling this game with only just losing one turret, outer turret for the most part, and now they're taking siege. They're taking control on this inhibitor turret, this inhibitor turret push. I just want to mention that they have a lot of capacity to go for this inhibitor turret dive, especially with the Claude, especially with the John, especially with the Popol and Cupa. They can just continue pressuring Sinag Pilipinas.
This is one of the games where there is little to no chance for comeback. Like, the chance for comeback here is probably at 3% tops. This is because Claude is just way too good of a hero. And Munton, if you're hearing me, you probably want to nerf this hero, or give him a bit of a damage rescaling.
Yes, man. I mean, this Harit actually, I'm not so sure what damage will be felt from the major and the main funnel, I think, of Team Sinag Pilipinas. Actually, Kronos tries to go for the dive with this Esmeralda. Denver into the front line. H2O will be bursted down by Tiki. At least they managed to get the tag, but at what cost? Maybe everything? No. Tiki here getting chased down by Yawi. And also, Rene J went for the flicker in. At least that stops the push from the members of Sinag Pilipinas. We're able to tag H2O. Now, this is one clear message of the dynamic of this game. H2O has a lot of firepower, but in terms of defensive capacity, H2O can still be killed. H2O is still squishy.
And Kronos. Oh, that was a two-man knockup. Wow, what a play here coming out from this team. Yawi and the others.
Oh no.
Away, Remje. Wow.
Yep.
Oh.
Okay, he was able to get a slow on that part. I think with that jungle spell. I'm starting to forget about the jungle spell. What is the jungle spell? I came from the Alpha universe.
Retribution.
Retribution. Sorry, guys. All right. So anyway, Claude is using the retribution just to get a slowdown.
You know what? If you say the Alpha universe's jungle skill,
career over.
You're hitting two birds with one stone.
Why?
Because that's another game as well.
That's two games. Anyway, guys, look at that. Members of Sinag Pilipinas able to actually walk out of their own base just because H2O got caught on the top lane. So that's how big the contribution of this guy is for the members of NXP. Indeed, water is important.
I don't know, Shin. Probably the most important thing in the map right now is the Lord. It is the most important part of the map. I don't really think that there's any more anything that can save Sinag right now from losing this game. But if there is, but if there is, it's probably Tiki taking down H2O time and time again. Denver gets caught out. Denver here will probably get away. H2O will get sniped.
Actually curious about that one. Wow, Tiki, ladies and gentlemen, Tiki against H2O. And that's gonna be Natalia doing its job. That is another major loss for the members again of Nexplay Predator Solid. You have to remember that their main damage source can only be MB, H2O as well, but that is far out. That the H2O's damage is very far compared to the other members here of Team Nexplay Predator. Yukio Kazuki move forward with their truncheon coming in from Chester, tries to push back, gets greeted here by the last insanity on Yukio Kazuki. He has enough shield. No, it won't be. He is converted to 200 gold by the export.
And 200 gold he will be. Kronos here using that Zaman Force. I haven't casted a Harith game in quite some time. Zaman Force. It feels kind of foreign now. If you think about it. If you say Zaman Force, it doesn't feel natural anymore.
Doesn't feel natural anymore. I mean, you have to take note that the Harit has left the meta for quite some time. Look at the graph here. You can actually see the bulge there onto the red side, onto the members of Team Nexplay Predator. That is a clear signal that the gold is now moving closer onto the equilibrium, the white line, and closer to the side of Sinag Pilipinas. Now, Nexplay Predator, enough joking around. It's already almost a quarter to 1 a.m. ladies and gentlemen, and we need to finish this game in a clean manner. Let's see here. Tiki tries to push forward. He tries to gamble, at least get a steal onto the Lord. Gets chased down by MB. H2 as well. You know, it's just gonna go for the trap, and I think they will fall back. Nexplay wants to finish this one clean now, in a clean manner.
They're not gonna risk anything. That is a very good decision coming up from them. They're not gonna force out anything. They're just gonna play this straightforward. Wait for the Lord, push with the Lord, and walk with the Lord.
Walk with and lead with the Lord, right?
Lead with the Lord, lead me Lord.
Lead me Lord. All right, let's see here, ladies and gentlemen. 8-12 for the game as the Lord is now knocking into the invisible door here in the mid lane of Team Sinag Pilipinas, whereas the rest of the members of Nexplay Predator will be pushing forward the inhibitor turret up top as they dish out Sinag Pilipinas. That is destroy the Lord. Last insanity again for MB, gets the burst under the Cho. There's enough minion wave though, and still H2O will just go for the cat back against Yuki Okuzuki. Tiki into the back line. He will be subdued by the members here of Nexplay Predator. Again, that's going to be Koray destroyed as well. Only 2 members remaining for the side of the members here of Sinag Pilipinas. He does what he can. H2O still alive along with Yawin. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. In a very clean, in a very well fought game number 3, Nexplay Predator beats Sinag Pilipinas.
Victory!
They can never win the fight without Tiki picking off that Claude.
Yes.
Major props to Tiki. He took down Claude twice.
Yeah. You have to give respect to Tiki. I think had it been that Tiki is not able to assassinate Claude for twice, the game could have been over earlier, right? Earlier. And you did see, speaking of Sinag, you did see a ray of hope, you know? A little shine that glimmers on that game of, a small but possible comeback for Sinag Pilipinas to win. Right? But, Nexplay Predator, H2O, too big is water. Water is too big, ladies and gentlemen. You know how important it is. And as long as H2O is there for the Nexplay Predator, solid ba? Nexplay Predator.
Solid.
Again, I think they still a very formidable team, especially in this tournament that is RGL.